what she has done to California is, well, you know better than I do. You just left California for a lot of those reasons. And what she's done with crime, with cashless bail, where you kill somebody. I mean, we have states now you kill somebody and they let you out right away. I mean, you don't have to even put up, and then they never find the people unless they again, and then they let them
We
out.
back with some more Elon Musk and Donald Trump, where they just had that recent interview on X, formerly known as Twitter. Yeah, listen, one thing I start to realize is this. They love to say right now the new rhetoric is, if you let Trump win, he's gonna go after his political enemies. Well, what did Biden do as soon as he got into office? He went after his political enemy, which is who? This is why I always tell y'all, be careful with rhetoric, pay attention to what's going on so they can't fool you. It seems like every year they pull a Mandela effect before they wait at least like 5 to 10 years and whoop, they pull it on you and you don't even understand what just happened. But now it seems like people have short-term memory and they're just forgetting everything like immediately. As soon as something new happens, they forgot about what happened previously. You understand? That's not a good look, but watch what I'm talking about right now. Let me stop wasting your time. Let me go ahead and press play. Check this out.
Some other topics we should touch on. Like lawfare, I think,
Well,
we need to be concerned about.
what they've done to this country.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we just won the big
I mean,
case in Florida. This was a Biden administration did something that's never been done in this country, and that's go after their political opponent, me, with this nonsense and just nonsense. In the big case in Florida, we won, but they always pick a judge and a jury, and they use local DAs, they use the local attorney generals, like Fani, Fani, spelled
yeah.
Fani, Fani.
I'm sure 100%. Of course, it's not going to be him directly. Of course, it's indirectly. But the ones who was going to help him move the pieces, you know they would promise something. You understand what I mean? That's why they're going so hard. And of course, there's a big brick of gold at the end of that road. Let's be rational. Let's be logical. Let's be smart about things. You understand? Let's not think with our emotions. Get out your feelings.
And it's all a big hoax, and it's all run from there. Like in Manhattan, the one of the top people from the Justice Department went in, ran Manhattan, ran the state. The Letitia James deal was run by a person from the Department of Justice, Biden. They've never done this before,
Sure.
and they set up a very bad precedent. It's called lawfare, warfare. It's
Yeah.
a terrible thing, and never happened in our country. It does happen in banana republics and third world countries, but it's never
Yeah.
happened. And the incredible thing is it actually drove my numbers up because people see, fortunately I have a platform like you, or, in all fairness, like a conversation like this, where I can talk about it and people understand. I mean, you fight for election integrity and you end up getting indicted because you're fighting for election integrity. And when the day comes that you can't fight for election integrity, you don't have a country anymore. So what happens? What
Yeah.
happens is they went after their political opponent, me. Now Biden's, close to vegetable stage, in my opinion. Okay, I looked at him today on the beach, and I said, why would anybody allow him? The guy could barely walk. Why would anybody allow him? Does
Yeah.
he have a political advisor that thinks this looks good? He thinks this looks good because it looks so bad, and it's ridiculous.
Nowadays, whenever I see a president doing anything, I don't believe it. I feel like they just purposely went there for that little sound bite, a little clip, 5-10 minutes, and they pack up and they out. You understand? Just to make you think that this is what they doing all day. That's how I always look at all their pictures and videos.
I mean, and he's been doing that
Right.
for a long time. He can't lift the chair. The chair weighs about 3 ounces. It's meant for children and old people to lift, and he can't
Yeah.
lift it. The whole thing is
Well,
crazy.
he's clearly not, I mean, he's clearly like, we just don't have a president right
You
now.
don't
That's
have a
just obviously the
president, and
case.
she's going to be worse
Word.
than him because she is a San Francisco liberal who destroyed San Francisco, and then as Attorney General, she destroyed California. You talk about location, and we're talking about the sun and the water and all. There's nothing better than California. She has destroyed that. She was the original DA. She was the original in San Francisco. She was the original Attorney General in California. What she has done to California is, well, you know better than I do. You just left California for a lot of those reasons. And what she's done with crime, with cashless bail, where you kill somebody. I mean, we have states now you kill somebody and they let you out right away. I mean, you don't have to even put up, and then they never find the people unless they kill again, and then they let them out again.
Oh, he is not lying. I don't know if you guys are familiar with a rapper named Pop Smoke, and I believe it was a 17-year-old that actually executed him. And let's just say little man is out right now. You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because they didn't charge him as an adult, and he's free right now. So you know that's gonna set a wrong precedence, right? That means that now you might have a lot of child executioners, and that's not a good look right there. I mean, you only setting a trend, and that's not a good trend to be setting. Just think about what you're doing right now. Think about what you're doing in your own community, if you really care.
Our
Yeah.
country is becoming a very dangerous place, and she is a radical left San Francisco liberal, and now she's trying to protect. Now she's looking like she wants to be more Trump than Trump, if that's possible. I don't think it's possible, but she wants to be more Trump than
Well,
Trump.
yeah.
I want a wall. I
I
want,
think that's
you know, she
yeah.
wants to release all the
Yeah.
prisoners that are in detention, and some of these guys are really bad.
Right.
That just came
Yeah, I
out
just saw
today.
that.
She
Yeah.
doesn't want to build the wall, even though the walls work. Walls and wheels. You know, in your business, everything you do is obsolete. Almost, well, not the tunnels, but everything is obsolete. Even your rocket ships, they're like a month later, they're obsolete. You find a better way to. The only thing that's not obsolete is a wall and a wheel. And the wall, you know, I built hundreds of miles of wall, and that's why we had such good numbers. I was going to add
Yeah.
200 miles. We bought it. We could have flipped it up in 3 weeks, and they sold it for 5 cents on the dollar. That meant I said, "Wow, that means that they actually do want to have open borders." She wants to have open borders, and now she's going like she's tough on the border. It's such a lie.
Yeah, this is simply not true.
Yeah,
This is simply
no,
not
and
true.
everybody
Yeah,
knows
it's
it's
simply not
not true.
true.
It's a disgrace that she can
Yeah.
say it.
And she was nowhere near the border, and when she did, that was definitely a photo op right there. So for her to say she's going to be strong on the border, why haven't you been strong on the border? Everything remember, she's part of the current administration. You understand? I'm not saying she could pull all the buttons, but what are you doing? You know what I mean? All this stuff you saying you will do, you do it now. Why hasn't it been done? So this way you could have said, you see what I've done? This is why you need to choose me, not watch what I'm about to do. So you basically actually you stepping on your own toes by doing that, because Biden is on your team. So that's friendly fire, right? No?
No, I mean, obviously, what's happening sort of overnight is they're rewriting history and making Kamala sound like a moderate when in fact she is far left, like far left.
Worse than Bernie
Um,
Sanders. She is considered more
yeah,
liberal by far than Bernie Sanders. She's a radical left lunatic. And if she's going to be our president, very quickly, you're not going to have a country anymore. And she'll go back to all of
yeah,
the things that she believes in. She believes in defunding the police. She believes in no fracking, zero. You don't. Now all of a
yeah,
sudden she's
yeah.
saying, no, I will. I really want to see fracking. If they got in, the day she got in, she'll end fracking. And by the way, if people didn't think that, the lunatics that really believe in that, they won't vote for her. You know, like the
Yeah.
Palestinians and Israel. She is so anti-Israel, and she's bad for both. Biden actually did something that was impossible. Both sides hate him. You know, both sides. That was a hard
Yeah.
thing to do. Unification.
Yeah, no. Netanyahu came to give a talk to a joint Senate and House sitting, and I was there, and Kamala stood him up. You know, what does that say?
I think
Um,
it's highly
that's
disrespectful. And I say, if you're a Jewish person, or if you believe in Israel, if you're a person that, you know, is a very pro-Israel, if you vote for her, it's worse than Biden.
See what I'm saying? He got to chill with that right there. See, I can't agree with all of that right now. You know, I don't agree with what's happening on that side. Y'all can get on me all you want on the comments right now, but this is no different from Biden saying to Charlemagne, if you ain't black, if you don't vote for me. Don't do that right now. We got to get off this race situation. Now, you see, Trump, you talking a little bit too much. I think you need to just slow it down a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? See, like I'm trying to explain to y'all, I am not pro-Democrat or pro-Republican. It's all about policy. I gotta see where you stand at and what orders are you trying to make happen. You understand what I'm saying? Without that, listen, man, you ain't never getting my vote. Word. Hey, go in the comments. Let me know what's your thoughts on this right here. Let me know if you agree, you disagree. You know, you got some input, some opinions. You know how it goes. Go in the comments, run it up, flood it up. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget, if you made it to this part of the video, consider hitting that like button. Definitely subscribe to my channel and also hit the notification bell. I'll see you on the next one.